It was a lively and sunny day at school, and Pedro was excited for snack time. He sat on a bench in the schoolyard, grabbed his lunchbox and opened it with a big smile. But suddenly, his expression changed. His sandwich had disappeared. Pedro looked around suspiciously. Then, he noticed João sitting next to him, happily chewing on a sandwich. Pedro immediately crossed his arms and frowned. "It was John! He stole my lunch!" John, surprised, stopped chewing and looked at Pedro with wide eyes. He pointed to his own lunchbox, which was still open next to him, showing that he had brought his own food. "It wasn't me," his face seemed to say. But Pedro was still not convinced. Just then, something moved behind a tree. Pedro and John turned quickly, and there it was. A chubby, mischievous little squirrel was holding Pedro's sandwich with its tiny paws. The two boys gasped in surprise. Without thinking twice, Pedro and John jumped up and ran after the squirrel. The little thief was fast, leaping between the branches with great agility. Pedro stretched out his arms, trying to grab the sandwich, while John laughed as he ran beside him. Then, suddenly, oops! The squirrel slipped, and the sandwich started falling. Pedro lunged forward, his eyes wide open, and managed to grab it just in time before it hit the ground. The squirrel, still clinging to the branch, looked down with a funny expression of disappointment. Back on the bench, Pedro and John sat down, now laughing about the whole adventure. Instead of staying mad, Pedro decided to share his sandwich with John. Meanwhile, the little squirrel peeked out from behind the tree, watching them with a playful glint in its eyes. Who knows? Maybe it was already planning its next snack mission.